Hello, I'm Felicia Robertson, a registered nurse in the Master's of Administration program at University of Texas at Arlington. I'm here to tell you about a book, Tell to Win, Connect, Persuade, and Triumph with the Hidden Power of Story by Peter Guber. Published in 2011 by Crown Publishing. The book is 237 pages long and includes many stories of his personal accounts of storytelling and that of others. Peter Guber is a professional and leader with a long-standing history of executive and leadership positions during his career. He is the current chairman of Mandalay Entertainment Group, also known as Mandalay Baseball. He has more than 30 years' experience as a full professor at UCLA School of Theater, Film, and Television. He held many other leadership positions in his past to include studio chief at Columbia Pictures, co-chairman of Casablanca Records and Filmwork, CEO of Polygram Pictures, and chairman and CEO of Sony Pictures Entertainment. His career has placed him in contact with many leaders with whom his interactions with are included in this book. To name just a few, Bill Clinton, Magic Johnson, and Deepak Chopra, and many others. He was a movie producer and produced one of my all-time favorite films, Rain Man. Peter's book gives the reader the knowledge of how to utilize storytelling to motivate or cultivate a climate of change in a team. It wasn't early in his career that he realized how important the use of storytelling was. He is sharing this information in hopes that others will be able to utilize his experience to obtain success early on. His book covers his revelation on his personal use of storytelling and includes examples from his past. One in particular was his use of the story of Lawrence of Arabia to motivate the group at Sony to come together as a team despite their foreign purchase of the company by the Japanese. He reaches out to his peers to see if storytelling was utilized in their careers and asked professionals what makes storytelling work. He conducted research into the history of storytelling. His book also outlines what is needed for a successful story. His research included reaching out to experts in the fields of psychology, narrative medicine, and organizational storytelling to better understand how storytelling affects them and others. He had some of these professionals come to speak at UCLA during his classes. He even took a trip to New Guinea, where the natives there still speak only in storytelling. They have no written language. Through all his adventures, he learned that you must choose a story that goes for the heart of the listener. He also writes about how important it is to know yourself and your listener. One of the sections of his book covers the importance of knowing the backstory of both you and your listener to prevent failures. He goes on to talk about identifying your hero. This could be the person in the story, your customer, your patient, a product, or even yourself. He spoke about a personal failure of his with Mandalay in Vegas, where he didn't come prepared with a story and shared just numbers and facts, which he calls data dump. He also didn't research his listener to know what they were looking for. Finally, he talks about being able to change directions of your story based on the reaction of your listeners. You can look at body language and their reactions to the story. I personally thought the book was an easy read and kept my attention. The story and knowledge shared were captivating and humorous. During the book, Peter tells of how stories are both positive and negative. He also covers the fact that there were times when he failed, including both success and failure, is a strong point in the book. I believe his knowledge of storytelling can be utilized by many types of people, from leaders to sales. This could even be used during an interview to sell yourself. The important part is to come prepared with a story and know your listeners. Thank you.